Hey guys, welcome to this video where we will be talking about KeyForge in 2023 and what that really looks like. So first, let's just talk about the sets. KeyForge was a game that originally started as one set in 2018 and was called Call of the Archons. This set was a great start to KeyForge. Had a bunch of cards that were brand new to people, and people enjoyed being able to play the game with their friends, and it was just a great community. Overall, this was very helpful to Fantasy Flight, and they were able to produce a new set in 2019, Age of Ascension. Now, you see, Age of Ascension was a good set for when it came out, but as time went on, there were just better and better sets. So overall, I think that most of the community can agree that this was probably one of their worst sets. However, it was very good at the time because it came out with new cards and it made it fun for all the players. The biggest reason for this was because the houses were the same, so there was no new things except for a couple extra cards in the different houses. So that made it not terribly any different. Then we have Worlds Collide. Now, Worlds Collide was a lot more of the KeyForge we love today, because Worlds Collide introduced some really cool, neat things, such as new cards, new houses, and what's cool about it is they also introduced anomalies. And so that's one of the coolest things about this set, because they were really unique and they hadn't been introduced before. Now moving on to my personal favorite, Mass Mutation. Now, Mass Mutation was the first set to come out in 2020, because Worlds Collide also came out in 2019. But this is definitely probably one of the best sets, because there was a lot of collectible items that you could get from it, such as the two-part creatures and fun things like that. And it just had great cards, great houses, and all of it. Now moving on to the last set, Dark Tidings. So Dark Tidings is kind of where people started to leave a little bit, and the set is okay itself. It had Evo Twin decks, it had a new thing called the Tide, and it was an interesting set, but it wasn't too different from the other sets overall. And I feel like this is where it started to lose its balance just a little bit. This was mostly because of the pandemic in 2021, because what happened was the set came out, they were doing great, but then when COVID hit, they had to shut down production, and that killed the algorithm. So then they couldn't make any more decks. When the algorithm broke, all the community of KeyForge was wondering, will KeyForge ever be the same again? So that's kind of what I'm here to tell you today. And to tell you my opinion, I believe KeyForge is definitely alive and well, and here's why. KeyForge, Winds of Exchange. This crazy, out of nowhere company called Ghost Galaxy bought KeyForge from Fantasy Flight Games and is bringing out this new set, Winds of Exchange. And if you're a KeyForge lover, I'm sure you've heard of it, but this is why KeyForge is coming back. And if you still don't think that's enough for it to come back, they've had a GameFound page for it with thousands of backers. They've had a KeyForge celebration in person for people, and they've also said that they're gonna bring KeyForge back into stores. So overall, a huge shout out to Ghost Galaxy, because they made this all possible, and I'm very thankful to them so that we can bring KeyForge back. So, in conclusion, I believe that KeyForge is not dying. I think it is a very good game, and I think if you were into it before and you kind of got out of it, I think you should come back and enjoy the KeyForge community. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the new set and what you think about everything about KeyForge. Anything you want to tell me, whether it's any decks, what's your favorite set, what's your least favorite set, let me know. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you really enjoyed today's video, and I hope that we can bring KeyForge back. And thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.